So when we picked up our Tesla, we got 30 days of premium connectivity, and those 30 days are now up. So for the first time over the last couple days, we've been using standard connectivity, which I'm grateful to say comes with the lifetime of our vehicle. But if you haven't ordered your Tesla yet, there's a good chance that standard connectivity is not going to be for life. So in today's video, I wanted to dive into what I noticed, what I picked up on, and ultimately if we think premium connectivity is worth subscribing to. $10 a month or $99 a year. And I must say, after now driving around quite a bit with standard connectivity, it's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, probably the biggest, most noticeable difference you'll see as soon as your premium connectivity expires, which for us, it literally expired as we were driving, as we were listening to music. It was like a day past the day we were supposed to expire, and I was like, hey, we still have it. This is kind of nice. We were just driving down the road mid-streaming a song on Spotify when suddenly the music just stopped and it said, sorry, premium connectivity has expired. You need to resubscribe in order to continue streaming music. So that did feel a little weird. That did feel a little bit funky to just be listening to music and know that the music stopped simply because Tesla wants more money to support that feature. But it's completely justified. Streaming data is not free. Tesla is eating that cost on the first 30 days. In fact, older Teslas even had lifetime passes of premium connectivity. And not too long ago, you could get a full year of premium connectivity after taking delivery of the car, and I'm sure that was not necessarily cheap considering how much data some people are using. With these cars, especially with a lot of people streaming YouTube or Netflix on them while supercharging and stuff, so the music streaming obviously doesn't work directly off of the car, assuming you don't have a Wi-Fi connection. So when I'm here at home and I'm just working in the car like I am right now, the car connects to my home Wi-Fi and I can still use features like Tesla Theater. I can even stream music, but the fairly quick, easy solution was just Bluetooth. The car does have that, and now it seems like my phone automatically is just connecting via Bluetooth to the car every time we get in it. And what I actually kind of like about standard connectivity is it takes a few seconds for the phone to officially connect to the car, or at least it takes a few seconds for the phone to recognize that I should start playing music because I'm connected to a speaker now. Whereas before, when we had Spotify streaming on the car, anytime we opened the door, it immediately just wanted to start playing music. And I'm sorry, I'm still learning a lot of things here. Maybe you guys have the answer, but I went through a lot of different settings both on the phone and on the car, and I couldn't find a way to turn that off. You know, sometimes when I'm getting in the car and it's early in the morning, I don't want necessarily music to just automatically start playing without question, and it was starting to get a little bit annoying, even on premium connectivity, that every time I opened the door, it just immediately started playing music. Now, it doesn't immediately start playing music, and I'm kind of like, hey, this is kind of nice. The car just stays quiet, and then once I get in the car, I plug in the song I want to listen to on the phone, and it just starts playing. So a little bit of a compromise by not having premium connectivity, but honestly not a big one, and in my opinion comes with its own fair share of perks if you're not the type of person that wants music to start playing instantly. But another more noticeable difference is, of course, there's no more satellite view or live traffic visualization when you're out and about driving. It was kind of fun, I'll admit, the first 30 days to be able to drive in all these places I'm used to driving around, but now with the satellite view, I feel like I can see so much more around me, and with all of these different businesses and places labeled that I used to never see because our old car didn't even have GPS, and if I'm just driving around town to places I know, I'm not using the GPS on my phone, but now, even if I don't have a place plugged in, I can just see all these places around me and what the colors look like and when they took the satellite images. It was kind of fun. Now it's gone, and, you know, all the routes and roads are still there. It still has a full-on GPS navigation system. It's just a bit less detailed, but honestly, not that big a deal. I feel like after the 30 days, the satellite view kind of wears off on this giant, gorgeous display, and eventually it's just the car after that point, and you can plug in destinations, and it will still take into effect live traffic data, so if one route is extra busy, it will still route you another way. You just can't see the colorful little lines appear on the maps, which if you live in a place like I do and there's hardly any traffic, that's not a big deal at all. But if you're the type of person that lives in a busy city and you constantly want to keep up to date with, okay, where's the busiest traffic areas? Should I take my normal route? Should I take a different route if there's a big pileup? Premium connectivity could help with that a little bit, but I should also mention that your phone could probably do a very similar thing and it won't charge extra for it. And again, even if you plug in a destination without premium connectivity, the Tesla will still route you in the best time-effective manner. It's not going to encourage you to go down a traffic jam. So, little detail there, but not a big deal. Probably one of the more noticeable downsides of not having premium connectivity, though, is you can't cannot use Tesla Theater or basically stream video when you're out and about and not connected to Wi-Fi. This was something I actually use quite a bit if we're grocery shopping and I'm hanging back in the car because we know where some free chargers are in the area and I'm just topping off. It's free electricity, right? Why not take advantage of that? I like to just sit in the car if my wife's running some errands or if we're at a supercharger and we just want to chill, we just want to relax for 15-20 minutes. There was an incident where we got stuck behind some cars a few days ago and we just wanted to watch some memes on YouTube. That's kind of what we do at home anyway. So I opened Tesla Theater and it's like, oh, nope, actually you can't do that on cellular data anymore. That's where I felt a more noticeable block, but there is a great workaround because you can actually bring back video streaming and I think music streaming as well if you connect the car to your phone's hotspot. And thankfully Tesla is smart enough to acknowledge this. When you connect your car to your phone's hotspot, it asks if you want the car to remain connected when in drive. So not only can you stream that data off of your phone plan when you're parked and you just want to watch videos on Tesla Theater, but you can also stream music via your phone's hotspot if you wanted to stream directly from the car instead of Bluetooth for whatever reason. But that's ultimately just going to depend on what your cell phone plan supports. Mine gives me about 5 gigs of hotspot data a month, so I can actually watch a lot of YouTube videos with 5 gigs a month, so that's a great workaround for me. Doesn't cost anything extra. That's just the default option with my cell phone plan, and a great workaround if you're not interested in paying for that extra premium connectivity. Also, if you're planning on using the internet browser, which I haven't used that much to be honest, but if you're the type of person that likes looking up those kinds of things, premium connectivity will allow you to use the browser as long as you have a cellular connection in the car. You have standard connectivity, you can't utilize that. Ironically though, I have seen cases where if you have standard connectivity and you open the browser, it will load Tesla's website, but no other website. I don't know if they've changed that, but I did find that a couple years ago. It was kind of funny. If you want to order a car, we'll give you the data, but other than that, no. Another security feature that you might want to consider premium connectivity for is being able to view a live camera feed of the Sentry Mode cameras around the car, which in the first couple weeks of ownership, when, you know, it's a brand new car and you're babying the thing and you're being really, really careful and you're kind of cautious about anybody parking too close to you, that's when the live Sentry Mode view is kind of handy. So when we first got the car, I liked pulling up the app on my phone and viewing what's going on around my car right now. Is anybody parked too close to it? Is someone messing around with it? I will say though, I didn't end up using it in the last couple weeks of premium connectivity. I just kind of got comfortable with the car being away. Sometimes you just can't see the car, you can't do anything about it, and you just gotta trust that it'll be safe when you come back to it. So I don't have that feature anymore, and you know what? I feel okay. I'm not panicking, I'm not hyperventilating. I will park the car far away and I will be away from it for extended periods, and I'm not constantly wondering, is someone around the car right now? Because ultimately, even if you have premium connectivity, you can't view the Sentry Mode events from your phone. You still have to come back to the car to actually watch if there's any incidents that have taken place, which seems like a bit of an oversight to me. I feel like it would make more sense if there was an incident that you could view it from the phone, because the likelihood that you're just going to be checking your phone and view a live camera feed right as an incident is taking place where you need to take action, that likelihood is pretty rare. So it's cool, don't get me wrong, I love that feature because it's live streaming multiple different camera angles to your phone no matter where your car is parked. That's pretty cool and futuristic, and it was a great demo feature when people were asking me about the car. I was like, hey, we can see how it's doing right now, and I would show them. So it's fun, but is it worth the $10 a month for that extra peace of mind? That's ultimately gonna come down to you. But for us at least, first few days with standard connectivity, it's not bothering us too much. I will just connect to my phone's hotspot if I do want to watch YouTube videos on Tesla Theater, and of course the Bluetooth pairing is fine, and honestly a bit better because the music doesn't immediately start playing as soon as I open the door. I will say though, you know, I ran out of hotspot data for other reasons. I was live streaming a bunch for my other channel, so I used up my hotspot data a lot faster than normal this month. But I was thinking to myself, okay, if I can't watch my YouTube video on the Tesla Theater screen, I'm just gonna watch the YouTube video on my phone. But of course the speaker system in here is so much better than my phone, so I wanted to connect my phone's Bluetooth to the car and watch the YouTube video, and bizarrely there's quite a bit of latency, and that kind of annoyed me. The fact that there's probably a good 2 to 3 second delay when you're watching a YouTube video and hearing it through the car speakers. I don't know why the Bluetooth is so delayed in this vehicle. I don't know if that's a bug or something they can fix via software, but I have heard of other people having that same problem, which is kind of concerning to me. Like, if there's going to be more Bluetooth supported features in the future, whether it's game controllers or, you know, summon features that you use from the phone, if it's that delayed, it's kind of a bummer to me because I'm sure that the Bluetooth is not something that they're gonna just swap out over time with, oh, we've decided that all our cars need faster Bluetooth now and we're gonna upgrade your chip. I don't think it's gonna work that easily, so that might just be an overall downgrade if you don't plan on watching content directly off the screen. It's a very bizarre issue though, because I've even had older devices like the Bluetooth FM transmitter in our old car. If we watched a YouTube video on our phones and connected the phone to the FM transmitter, there was no latency, even though there was technically more complexity with that setup. Like, our phone is connected via Bluetooth to this little transmitter that transmits it to an FM radio signal, then the car picks up that FM radio signal and plays it, but there was no lag at all. You could watch the video and everything was synced up, and this car can't do that. Feels a little weird, but ultimately, I'm happy with standard connectivity thus far. We have talked about maybe in the future if we go on a big road trip and we're going to be supercharging a lot more regularly, maybe just for a month we'll subscribe to premium connectivity and just have it for that trip, but $100 a year, probably not worth it to me. And I know so many of you are probably watching thinking, Drew, oh my god, it's less than $10 a month, just subscribe to it. I can't believe you spent all this money on a car, but you won't pay an extra $10 a month for yeah, I know. I'm cheap like that. That's why I bought one of the cheapest Teslas you can get. Mostly justified the white interior because I knew it would speed up the delivery process, and speeding up the delivery process means paying less for gas. So really wasn't exactly a $1,000 upgrade, but considering how much I'm still enjoying the car and very happy with the state of the connectivity being standard, that's why we're not paying the extra money, because we want to be fairly wise with our finances, and we're just kind of against the whole membership train as a whole. We don't pay for Netflix, we don't pay for Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, any of that stuff, because there's too many memberships. It's all stacking up, so we're intentionally pushing back a bit. And you know, our insurance already went up a lot for this car. So yeah, we're still overall saving money per month because of the gas savings, but the premium connectivity would likely eat into those savings. So that's why we're not in a big rush to resubscribe. But how do you guys justify it? Does it make sense for your lifestyle? Is $10 not that much to you ultimately, so you can justify it? Just remember that because all of us make different amounts, $10 or $100 doesn't mean the same thing to all of us. If you make $1 million a year, yeah, $100 is nothing, but if you make $50,000 a year, then $100 might be a bigger dent in the income you have each month. So I understand why not everybody signs up for it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. And thank you to everyone on Patreon supporting this channel directly. It seriously helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again, and I hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.